Hi, the question today is what is DeQuervain's Tenosynovitis and how can Handmaster Plus help? So we've had quite a bit of success with Handmaster Plus on the situations of DeQuervain's Tenosynovitis. If you know me at all, I always preach not to really listen to the name of the condition, but it's no more than a name. It doesn't describe any mechanics. DeQuervain's Tenosynovitis is inflammation of the tendon, the synovium at the base of the thumb, is well described in several conditions, and it usually is from an overuse situation of the thumb. So usually from grabbing and squeezing, and in grabbing and squeezing of the thumb, when we grab and pinch anything or squeeze anything in flexion, you'll see that the extensor muscles of the thumb contract, but also you'll see that the base of the thumb the joint is actually compressed against the base of the wrist as well. So that's where you'll see arthritic conditions, and that's where you see a lot of pressure at that base. And if that pressure isolates to the soft tissue, that's when you see the healthcare professions is described as DeQuervain's Tenosynovitis. If it was from somebody texting, they might call that texting thumb or BlackBerry thumb. If it was from somebody who's playing video games, it might be Nintendo's thumb or gamer's thumb or claw hand. If it was from a new mother carrying a baby and having to always contract the thumb just to stabilize the baby and carry it around, as obviously being a mom's very physical activity, they would call that mother's thumb. And the classic example goes back to when women, it's a little bit sexist, but when women washed clothes against a washboard, the scrubbing of that would have them contract the thumb in squeezing against the washboard, and they would call that washerwoman's thumb. So you can see that's all the history. It has many different names, but it's an inflammation of the base of the tendon or synovium at the base of the thumb, or both. Very important when you're looking at addressing the cause now that you know that it's an overuse syndrome, there's a few basic routes that you have to look at. The one route, of course, is quitting the action, doing it some other way. I think that instead of texting, it's really wise to use your voice recognition function on your phone. Or if you want to continue it, you have to have some way of actually getting this area that is placed in so much physical stress. You have to get the structure and function really stable so that it's less likely to reoccur. So with DeQuervain's syndrome, we have people mostly do the basic exercise. So I've got a soft one here. First thing, of course, that you have to do is make sure that you're approved by your healthcare professional for exercise. You'll see very simply, I'm going to put it in the hand, I'm going to close against the ball, I'm going to open and spread against the core. You can see I'm easily starting to strengthen thumb extensor muscles through a full range of motion, okay? And as I strengthen those through the full range of motion, they're going to be normally healthy during the day and more prepared to be able to perform the activities of repetitive grip that our job or our hobby or activity demand, and they're less likely to be injured during repetitive thumb activities.